Have you ever been told you look younger than your age? What if I told you that youth isn't just skin deep, but a reflection of your mind, your discipline, and your philosophy of life? Today, through the lens of Stoicism, we'll uncover 7 hidden reasons why you defy time itself. Strength in adversity defines not only character, but also the presence one carries. The weight of life's challenges is inevitable, yet the way one reacts to them determines whether they carve themselves into the face and body. Stress, resentment, and frustration etch themselves in lines, in posture, in the tired heaviness of existence. Those who embrace hardship as a training ground for resilience do not carry its marks. Instead, they emerge refined, fortified. The Stoics believed suffering was not an affliction but a teacher, shaping individuals into something greater. Seneca spoke of the fires that purify gold, the trials that forge the strongest minds. Those who face difficulty without breaking, without succumbing to despair, retain a lightness, a vitality that others lose. Strength of spirit is reflected in the body. Stress collapses the form, weakens the stance, and diminishes the glow of life. Those who master their reactions to hardship remain youthful because their essence remains untouched by suffering. The body follows the mind, and when the mind remains composed, the body refuses to surrender to the wear of time. Resistance to change accelerates decline. Life is flux, movement, transition. Those who fight against change imprison themselves in rigidity, both mental and physical. The Stoics understood that clinging to what was, fearing what is to come, disrupts the natural order of existence. Heraclitus declared that no man steps into the same river twice, for both the river and the man are in constant change. Resisting this truth leads to stagnation, to an unwillingness to evolve, adapt, grow. A rigid mind manifests in a rigid body, tight muscles, furrowed brows, stiff movements that betray an unwillingness to flow with the course of life. In contrast, those who embrace the fluidity of existence, who welcome the unknown without fear, maintain an energy, an openness that defies age. They are not confined by the past or burdened by an imagined future. They exist in harmony with the unfolding of time, and in doing so, they remain untouched by its grasp. The greatest wisdom is knowing that change is not an enemy, but the essence of life itself. A mind that ceases to seek knowledge, to question, to wonder, is a mind that has surrendered to decay. The Stoics, though grounded in reason and discipline, never ceased in their pursuit of wisdom. To assume one knows enough is to begin the process of decline. Those who remain intellectually curious retain not only mental sharpness, but also a sense of vitality that radiates outward. Knowledge is not a static achievement, but an ongoing journey. A child's eyes are filled with wonder, with the thrill of discovering the world. Adults who maintain this sense of exploration, who continue to challenge their understanding, who read, discuss, debate, and learn, never grow old in spirit. And when the spirit remains young, so does the body. The mind governs all, and when it remains engaged, stimulated, alive, the body follows suit. The greatest thinkers of antiquity did not cease in their studies simply because they had reached an age of wisdom. They knew that the moment learning stopped, decline began. Curiosity is the antidote to aging, the force that keeps one moving forward rather than sinking into the weight of existence. Emotional suppression corrodes from within. The Stoics did not advocate for the elimination of emotion, but for its mastery. To be ruled by unchecked impulses, to be at the mercy of every fleeting feeling, is to be shackled to chaos. Yet, the opposite extreme, to bottle emotions, to deny their presence, is equally destructive. Those who repress their emotions, who refuse to express their joys, sorrows, frustrations, and desires, accumulate tension that manifests physically. Stress knots itself into muscles, unspoken pain weaves itself into lines upon the face, and bottled resentment poisons the body slowly. The Stoics taught the importance of acknowledgement, of understanding one's emotions without being controlled by them. To feel deeply, yet remain unmoved by the turbulence of emotion, is the true art of control. Those who learn to express their emotions wisely, without excess, without indulgence, retain an ease, a lightness that others lack. They do not carry unspoken burdens, nor do they allow themselves to be enslaved by fleeting feelings. They exist in equilibrium, and this equilibrium preserves them. The energy of others shapes the energy within. The Stoics warned of the influence of negative associations. To surround oneself with the bitter, the envious, the perpetually discontent is to invite their darkness into one's own existence. Negativity is not a passive presence. It is infectious, insidious, creeping into the mind, affecting the way one thinks, feels, reacts. Just as one avoids poison, one must avoid those who drain vitality, who steal light from the room rather than contribute to its glow. The face mirrors the company one keeps. Those who spend their time in circles of inspiration, in the presence of those who uplift rather than diminish, reflect this energy in their own being. Laughter, genuine connection, the exchange of ideas that elevate rather than degrade. These forces preserve youth, keep the soul engaged, prevent the dulling of the spirit. A person is a reflection of their surroundings. Choose to walk among the discontent, and discontent will etch itself into the body. Choose to walk among those who breathe life into the world, and that life will manifest within. Purpose is the force that propels existence forward. A life without purpose, without direction, without something that ignites the will to rise each day, is a life in slow decay. The Stoics believed that every individual had a duty, a role to fulfill, a mission greater than mere survival. Those who drift without aim, who pass the days without passion, without the pursuit of something meaningful, lose their vitality. A face that lacks purpose is a face that lacks light, that bears the weariness of simply existing rather than truly living. Passion is not a youthful indulgence, but a necessity for all ages. It is the fire that keeps one engaged, that maintains the movement of the mind, that fills the body with energy. When one has something to strive for, something to dedicate oneself to, age becomes irrelevant. The body follows the purpose it is given. Give it nothing, and it collapses under the weight of time. Give it meaning, and it moves forward with strength. The past is a prison for those who refuse to release it. Regret, resentment, guilt, these are chains that bind the soul, that drag it backward, preventing forward motion. The Stoics understood that clinging to what is unchangeable is the most futile of endeavors. The past is fixed, immutable, beyond the reach of alteration. To dwell in its mistakes, to replay its sorrows, is to inflict wounds upon oneself, long after the battle has ended. The face that carries the past is a face burdened, hardened by time, by unrelenting self-inflicted suffering. In contrast, those who release the past, who take its lessons without its burdens, move through life with an ease that others envy. Forgiveness, acceptance, the willingness to move forward rather than remain trapped in what was. These are the keys to preserving not only the mind but the very essence of youth. Time does not wait. Those who linger in the past are left behind, while those who embrace the present, who focus on what is within their control, continue forward, unburdened, free. The art of remaining youthful is not found in external remedies, in superficial attempts to mask time. It is found in the mastery of the mind, in the discipline of thought, in the refusal to be controlled by that which does not serve. Strength in adversity, acceptance of change, unending curiosity, emotional wisdom, positive surroundings, purposeful existence, and release of the past. These are the elements that define not only a well-lived life, but one that defies the wear of years. The body follows where the mind leads. Those who train the mind, who sculpt it with the discipline of reason and the wisdom of philosophy, remain untouched by time's grasp. To live well is to remain forever young, for age is not a number. It is the weight or lightness of the soul.